Well, good morning. I'm going to check my sound today to make sure that you guys can hear me all right. Make sure this microphone is next to my mouth so everything is good. All right, I sure hope so. I'll be checking it at the end to make sure if for some reason it's not, then you won't hear any of the things I just said because I'll have to make the whole video over again. All right, okay, well, so yesterday we didn't get many of these painted, so I'm gonna pick up from where I was yesterday. Let's see, looks like we only got 3 of these done. Or 2 of these done, really? Well, only 2. Alright, so there's a new blank one there. So, let's see. Let's go to our brush and let's see. Let's make this 200% so that we can see what we're doing. Okay, so brush, and we have our solid color and for the ink line, and so I'll do that. That's going to be black, we know that. Okay. There we go. Make those sweeping lines. Yeah. Let's see. All right. Sweeping lines. Yes. It's amazing how much you can get away with in your final images. So let's see. That's our color we're going to draw behind. So we're coming out from the black line here to, oh. Now this is interesting because, wow. I hadn't really thought about this so much, but her nose has a black line. When it's against her face, I know it's black. But when it goes out to when her nose goes out to the side, like it's doing now, that's a different dynamic. Okay. Well, I would say then that probably maybe the line is black here, and our eyes are going to be inked black. I know that much. Her lips, we know that's going to be pink, like so. So we know that. Okay. Interesting. Well, that's something that I didn't really figure out. Huh. Interesting. All right. Well, that's fine. That's fine. That's new. Let's see. So, all right. Bring it back to fit window, and let's say I'll snip it there. So if yeah, very interesting. Okay. All right, then let's see. Also, okay, so she has that purple line. The purple line looks like it's going to go around. Let's see here. The purple line is going to go around the this line here is going to go around the arm. Okay. This is a little tricky. See, this is going to be so quick you ain't going to even see it. I'm putting that on top here. Yeah, sometimes a part of your line is on top. Sometimes it's part of it's on the bottom. Let's see, or underneath. See, like here, that purple line is underneath. The same thing there. And here, because it's interacting with other colored lines there. Wow. Some stuff doesn't matter because it's going to go by so fast you probably won't even see it. Let's see. And then here, this is this color. This is the paint. So that's what you're dealing with that. Yeah, some stuff will happen so fast that you will barely see it. When you have something like that, there's a lot more you can get away with, but I don't know, I guess even so, I don't know that I'd say that's a license to um, not care and just do whatever. I always think I always err to the side of trying to make something look correct. I mean, even though I know I can cheat my way around something, I still think, well, I probably should still try to make it look correct. That's my go-to. Yeah, I have artistic integrity, doggone it. Let's see. Yeah, even though it's one frame, it's like, well, I know what it is, so there you go. All right. Okay. Yeah, because it is hard to see one frame. Let's see. Add after. It is hard to see one frame. You can't really. I don't. I mean, well, yeah. To see 1/24th of a second is not that easy. It really isn't. Whoops. Undo. Yeah, it isn't easy to see 1/24th of a second. It goes by so fast. You barely notice it. Uh, but I don't know that means that just because you don't think anybody's going to see it, that you shouldn't have some love for that one frame. So, well, anyway. Okay. Yeah, see here, her nose. You see how her nose, when it's against the skin, it's black. But the minute that it goes out into a profile, now it's going to take the color of the skin. So I don't know that that's something that you'd notice. I mean, if you were in a dialogue scene and the character's turning his head and stuff, you might see it. Might become distracting. Maybe. Maybe not. Okay, so here we got the skin. See, now here we got that skin color. See, it's there. Oh, and it looks like I left the bracelet off, didn't I? The bracelet should be here, right? Should be there. And let's see. Right. And this is going to be here. Oops. Let's back up on that. That should be underneath. Yeah, it's underneath. Okay, so that's going to go all the way back to here. Wow. And then here, it's continuing under there. There's her hand here. And see, this is one frame, you really wouldn't, I don't think you're going to see it. You aren't going to see it because it's going to go by at 100 miles an hour, so you're really not going to see it. But even though you're not going to see it, that doesn't mean I think that just gives you a right to just do whatever you want. I think you probably should still try to compensate for. Let's see, that's in front. Oh, so okay, so it should be like that. Yeah, you still try to compensate for the fact that uh, if that line is supposed to be on the top, then you put it on the top. If the line is supposed to be on the bottom, you put it on the bottom or underneath. Yeah. Okay. Let's see, I think, yeah, the pants are blue, I believe, light blue. Okay. What did I paint her? I didn't. So, well, this is the first time we're seeing this brush. Why didn't I paint this brush this color? Let's see. Put that on the top. On the top. So let's see. I will do this and yeah. Yeah, see something like this, and now see it's got to go underneath. See, because it's coming right up to her hand. Okay. Yeah. Let's see. What else? Oh, all right. Yes. So we got the blue. This is behind or in front? I'm gonna put it in front. I'm gonna have the light blue area in here with the brush, and then the dark blue is on top here. Yeah. All right. And then we have that same dark blue here. And I got to try copying color and see how much, see if there's a pixel breakup on color copying. Because, like, it's things that aren't moving might be to my advantage to. I don't know. Might be to my advantage to try copying them sometimes. Okay, so let's see. Paint bucket on the face, arms and hands. There we go. There. Hair. Shirt. Pants. Brush. Shirt again. Let's see here. Work behind. So that's behind on the shirt. It's behind on the hair. Paint. Okay, right. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's pretty good. She looks like she's having fun. All right, let's add a frame. Okay. I get to a point when I'm doing stuff like this where I start remembering, the basic things. Like I remember the colors that I need to use, and so I don't necessarily have to check them all the time. You know, and makes sense. Of course, you're going to do that. There's always a point where your brain kind of takes over certain jobs. You just, oh, I know this, I know that's going to be here, I know this is going to be there. Yeah. Here we go. There we go. Right. Perfect. Okay. Let's see. Was it? Well, maybe it's that one. Yeah. That one. Yeah, I think it's What's this one? Let's see, go before it. Yeah, I think that's right. Okay. All right, so skin. Let's work under. Yeah. I always get frustrated because I got lines that got to go under, lines that got to go on top. Ah, that keeps shifting. It's constantly shifting. There's nothing you can do about that. You just have to roll with the punches, I guess. Yeah, that's under, that's over. Behind, in front, behind. Yeah. Yeah, there's no way to prepare for that because the line could start out on the bottom and then end up being on the top. Let's see. Like that's underneath. Yeah. Okay, that's there. There we go. All right. Well, that's behind, but says behind. Let's put it on the top. All right. Okay. There we go. Okay. There we go. Okay. Yeah. So underneath there, right? On top. If you're wondering what that yelling is in the background, that's my special needs daughter talking. She is sharing her excitement and happiness in the world in the background there, so that's what that is. Alrighty, let's see. Behind there, and here. Sweep it out that way. Sweep it out that way. I'm going to go on the top here to cover that edge. There. Let's see. Back to here. It's interesting how some frames take more time to paint than others. It's the little eccentricities that, once again, you'll barely see because it's going by at 1/24th of a second, so you don't even see it. Let's see. What am I doing? Fit the window. Okay, there we go. paint bucket. Scan it. Here. Shirt. Pants. Brush. Paint. Check. Check by going back to see if we are in the right on the color. Yes, we are. Okay. Oh, you said it was in the right. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, she really looks like she's having fun. All right, then. Well, I think we'll stop here today. We're at a little over 20 minutes here. So, yeah. Don't have too many frames left on this scene. It looks like we got about 5 frames left to paint. But I try to keep these videos between 20 and 30 minutes. So, all right, good people. Have a wonderful day. I will see you on the next iteration, which will be tomorrow. Carry on. Enjoy doing animation. It's a lot of work. But I think the rewards justify the means, or at least for me anyway. They always kind of have. So have a beautiful day. I'll see you tomorrow.